Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here from Mr. Topstep with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so yesterday, I've got a pretty tight daily chart in here showing the fibs and the middle Bollinger Band. So that's what you're looking at. I'm going to back it out a little bit. We're going to talk about the market, but just very briefly, we had a little bit of a down day yesterday, and I really, I'm not being sarcastic. It was a little bit of a down day. We were not even down 1%. Those of you that have been trading for a while, you remember the days we were down 1%, 2% a couple times a week. So this was it was just a down day. It was not a disaster. We're not looking at some gigantic 50-handle red candle here, okay? It was a down day. It really, honestly, it's supposed to happen. Stocks really are supposed to go down. Where are we now? Well, we stopped where we kind of figured we would stop here, at least at the beginning, which is on this green line, the 20-day simple moving average, the middle Bollinger Band. And you've also got some fib levels down there, as you can see on the chart, from 31 quarter up to 1433.37. So the issue now becomes, was this just a couple of down day pullback to the middle Bollinger Band, and have the bulls now gotten enough strength to come on up and make new highs? Or are the bears going to push this based upon this Europe news and some other things and try to push it down to the lower band? So today is, do we get bearish follow through, or do we get a bounce back up? Because if we start to bounce real hard today, and that bounce is sustainable over 1447, you're going to see the bears that came in late yesterday just bail right out of the boat, which is that's been the dynamic for a couple years now. The bears are you can spook them with nothing, and they bail out of the boat, and all of a sudden we're trading back up above 1460. Now, if that doesn't work, if things start to push, then you've got all this over here. You've got all these people that bought here, that are and here, basically up from here. These people were bailing out yesterday. These people are hanging on. If you push down below 1430 and start to get into this area, all these people get nervous. This is just how markets work. This is the psychology of markets. I don't want to talk about computers. I don't want to talk about high-frequency trading. I want to talk about people that are sitting around either running these programs or whatever, because the bottom line is somebody is getting ready to lose money if we keep going down. So when you get into the 1420 area, a lot of these people, all of a sudden, this dip buy did not work. And they will start to close positions, and you will see selling push. And that's how things get pushed to the lower Bollinger Band. Because at that point, then the technical people come in and say, we're at the lower Bollinger Band, let's buy a bounce. Because that's just how markets work. So don't confuse yourself, or don't make things more complicated than they have to be. Okay? We had a little pullback yesterday. It's not even enough to scare a lot of the long-term longs out of the pool. And the bears are going to have to push this down. But if they do, they could really crack it. Okay. Let's get all the fib levels out of the way. So that's what we're looking at here. You've still got the 4 moving averages all lined up in a row. And what I said last week or the week before is markets don't trade like this. This is like unicorn and lollipop time. This stuff needs to get all scrambled up. That's just how markets work. So expect, I expect some more. I expect some more downside. I expect the bears to push this for longer than one afternoon. This is a 2-hour pullback, guys. We need something a little more sustainable. If you're a bull, you shouldn't be resistant to this. It just lets you take some profits and get a better entry if you really think we're going to do new highs. So. The only other thing to look at today is pay attention to the 1442, actually 1443 to 1444 half. You have a daily and 3-day pivot zone there that needs to be dealt with. And if we do rally off these 33 lows, you could do Mr. Topstep 10 handle rule up to that level for a nice little day long trade. but I wouldn't stick with it much longer than that. Okay, everybody have a great day. Mike Vacchi, Princeton Trader for Mr. Topstep. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.